Yeah, it's not great, but it's basically something that had to happen. The results haven't been as good of late, and in all honesty, a change was needed. I think the game against Fulham at the midweek was icing on the cake, really. And yeah, it's not good. I like to see English managers succeed, as we all do, and he's a big name in the game. But yeah, a change has had to happen. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think in all honesty, I was frustrated with the Leeds game when they had a player sent off and we couldn't capitalise or get a result there. And then the Forest game, and it just hasn't got any better really from there. So yeah, icing was on the cake. I think, you know, Fulham came out and we made them look like Real Madrid, to be honest with you. So yeah. I think, to be honest with you, the whole camp. When that Mings thing happened at the start of the season, it wasn't great. The way he handled it in the media with the whole looking him in the eye thing, it could have been handled so much better, and I think it unsettled the camp, if I'm honest. And Mings just being such a big presence and being at the club for so long, it wasn't great at all. But yeah, definitely unsettled the camp, I think, and I don't think it's been a happy change room, if I'm honest. Personally, I think Gerrard's probably now got to go and re-earn his name, and he's possibly got to do a championship job or something like that, and he's got to really build his reputation back up. I probably do think it was a bridge step too far, because the expectation of this club here is that you've got to come in, you've got to hit the ground running, there's no hiding spaces, and the crowd will turn very quickly. So Gerrard, for me, he'd be perfect to go in somewhere like a Middlesbrough, a Sheffield United, something like that, or even, you know, going back to Scotland or something like that to get his reputation back on the line. I think he will be a good coach, but definitely not ready for England or anyone like that yet. I think you need someone to come in and steady the ship, because the squad's definitely there. Hey?
Frank Lampard.
No, not Frank Lampard. I think possibly. People say about Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche has got the experience. It's a massive risk you're taking someone from Portugal that's got no experience. I would like, my number one choice would be Emery from over. He's obviously he's done great in Spain. He didn't have much of a chance at Arsenal, but I think he's a tactician. And I think with some of the players in that squad, your Coutinho's, your Buendias, flair players, Villa need an identity again, and I think he would bring that. So he'd be my number one choice. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for now I think it's unrealistic, and I think he really will have Champions League as a criteria. You know, are you there? And if you're not, possibly not. And the same with Tuchel, really. I think we've got to make the right appointment. This is really crucial now. We make the right appointment to build future, but. You know, not to say in 2 or 3 years' time, if the club gets back to European, then we can attract managers like that. But whoever's coming in now has got to be looking at the present table and thinking potential relegation fight. And yeah.
I'm glad he's got him, because we always lose. Because he's a good Everton manager and he used to play for Chelsea. He was good at midfielder.
I'm disappointed. It didn't work out for him. Fantastic player. No guarantee a great player makes a great manager. We all know that. He has had a bit of bad luck. The signings that he's made, they're injured. Some of the players he was after, they went, to Tottenham, Bentancur, Bissouma, etc. I think it is the right decision. The results, say for themselves. Also, the performances haven't been good. It was a gamble by Purslow. It didn't come off. Wish Steve Gerrard well wherever he ends up. But I think, the appointment of the manager has got to really match the owner's expectations. And I don't think Stevie G was there really. Who we go for? Yeah, I'd love Pochettino. Can't see it happening. Tuchel, can't see it happening. Are we looking at Sean Dyche? I don't know. I mean, there's talk of this Portuguese fella, but he's got a 26 million buyout clause. That's not money well spent, in my opinion. We'll have to wait and see who else becomes available. He seemed to demonstrate that he didn't know what his best team was, and he didn't know what his best tactics were. He changed it again against Fulham. And to me, we just looked as though we were getting on the verge of desperation. I mean, it's all right not winning games. Well, it's not all right not winning games, not when you're playing teams at the bottom, of the league. But it's the fact that we started to lose them, and I think that's the turning point.
Very pleased, very pleased. I just felt that his ego was too big for the club. About 6 matches ago. Just hadn't got the right attitude for this club. That's how I feel. Yeah. Well, I think he probably lost a bit of the dressing room when he took the captaincy off of him, because, if your club's together and you've got McGinn, who's probably fairly friendly with him, it breaks the dressing room up. That's just wasn't right. Wasn't right. Where does he go from here? I think he's got to rebuild, basically in the Championship or somewhere like that, because I don't think he can cut it with, the way he is in the Premiership. Well, Pochettino probably, I would feel, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it would be a good fit, but I don't think it will, because I think he's looking on the outside and saying that the club is in a bit of a turmoil at the moment, and it's going to take a while to settle down, and I just don't think he'll come. I don't think he will.
Obviously, if you're going for a big name manager like Pochettino, our style of play wouldn't suit that type of manager, because he plays at a fast pace, and I don't think the majority of our players are capable of playing at a fast pace. So I don't think that would work. Again, with a lot of European managers, that's the way a lot of them like to play. Maybe to grind the team again, you may be looking at somebody like Sean Dyche. I don't know who I want, to be honest. It just all come, it's if, buts and maybes, isn't it? If we get him, will he do this? If we get him, will he be able to turn it round? I think Sean Dyche is a good manager, with the limited resources that he had at Burnley up until last year. He did a good job with Burnley. He wasn't reliant on big name players. He actually, worked with the players and got the most out of them. And I think we may need somebody like that.